As UFC 312, Dricus versus Strickland 2 is upon us. And I'm not gonna lie, man. It kind of just it sucks. It sucks. I mean, prelims are prelims. Let's not get the prelims are what sucks. It's the main card that sucks. It's a pay per view. We expect more as fans. Australians, you should feel disrespected. You should feel disrespected. Don't buy tickets to this. I mean, they already did anyways, but if we could start over, if we had a crystal ball and we could have told you the future, we knew in advance that this was going to be the card, like a year in advance, I would be saying don't buy the fucking tickets. But whatever, man. Let's get into it, man. Let's do some quick picks. Park Young-sung, Naim Jargal. I'm going with Park. Anshul Jabli, Quinlan Salkhild. I just don't think Anshul Jabli's that guy. They have the same record. I just don't think Anshul Jabli's that guy. In his neck of the woods in India, they're finally getting some MMA gyms opening up. The sport is catching some steam. I am going to expect, we should all expect some really good prospects to come out of there in the near future within the next couple of years. I just don't think Anshul Jabli is that guy. He literally got his soul taken in the third round of a fight against Mike Breeden. Mike Breeden sucks. He literally gotten his ass whooped by so many people. And they even cut him after that fight because he was he missed weight, which is unprofessional, and then he beat Anshul Jabli in an embarrassing fashion. So they're like, fuck this guy, and they cut him. I'm going with Quinlan Salkhill, Jonathan McLeave, Kevin Jusay. I'm going with Kevin Jusay. Cody Steele, Zhu Rong. Zhu Rong is the wrong guy, man. He is the wrong man to be fighting Cody Steele. I think Cody Steele is going to beat him. Cody Steele does train, or has trained at least from his Instagram, has trained with Gordon Ryan. Great grappler. So I'm going to trust in his grappling on this one to just assert dominance. We got a lot of guys making their debut, but I mean, these are early prelims, so I mean, that's okay. Whatever. Not a big deal. Next, prelims, man. Prelims. Alexandre Tupuria, Kobe Thickness. This one is one that people are excited for. Kobe Thickness is a good prospect in the regional Australian scene, in that sort of Pacific kind of scene. Alexandre Tupuria is a good prospect himself in Europe, and he's the brother of Ilya. Kobe Thickness is also a training partner for Volk. That's a lot of things people keep pointing out. But like, Kobe Thickness is really good, and he's Volk's main training partner. Well, who do you think Alexandre Tupuria's main training partner is? It's fucking Ilya, the guy who beat Volk. So I mean, let's just get that point out of the way. That's just trash. Go get it out of here. Now it's just like, what do you expect? He's 7-0, 5-1. His only loss, he got TKO'd, unfortunately. But I mean, it's regional Europe. I think this is a broader argument about what regional scenes are like. I think it's pretty well established that like the American regional scene is not that good. The European regional scene is like a murderer's row. So although he did beat cans, I'm willing to say that the cans are more dangerous in Europe than they are in America or in the Pacific region, like in Australia, New Zealand. I'm gonna go with Alexandre Tupuria, man. I'm a Ilya truther. I think he's amazing, and I'm hoping his brother's the same way. I know typically like siblings aren't good, like Mo Usman, trash. Herbert Burns, trash. But I think Alexandre Tupuria is really good. I've seen the highlights. He literally moves just like Ilya. The only thing that we need to see get tested is the chin. He did get TKO'd, but I mean, Ilya's been on the verge of getting TKO'd, like when he got kicked by Jai Herbert. So I'm gonna go with Alexandre Tupuria, just basically because he's Ilya's brother, and I would hope he trains just as hard as Ilya. They train together. I hope his skills are just as good as Ilya's. So I'm gonna rely on that. Now, Vyacheslav Borshev, Tom Nolan. I'm going with Vyacheslav Borshev. Gabriel Santos, Jack Jenkins. Fuck it, I'm going with Jack Jenkins. Next to the main card. I got a lot to say about this one, man. Fuck this main card. It is really disappointing that we couldn't get any of the local guys on here. I understand Adesanya wasn't going to be on this card because they're not going to put him in a co-main against two guys that beat his ass. Robert Whittaker, he just got his chin, broken in October. I understand why he's on it. But Volk, fucking Dan Hooker, JDM, Urseg, Carlos Olberg, like, come on. Like, why? Why couldn't we have gotten these guys? Dude, even Tai Tuivasa, he's on like a 6-fight losing streak. Just put him on here anyways against someone else, someone he could beat, or someone who could beat his ass. But whatever, man. This is what we got. Francisco Prado, Jake Matthews. Francisco Prado moving up from lightweight. to welterweight. Hopefully he has the lighter man skill. His last fight was against Daniel Zellhuber, who is a very good lightweight himself. And the fight was competitive up until the third round. I think that's when Zellhuber really began to put it on him and pull away and really beat his ass. He really fucked up Francisco Prado. I remember his eye like bulging out of his skull. So he's taking a lot of time off. Hopefully, and he's very young too. I think he's like, dude, he's 22 years old. Jesus. I mean, reach, he's at a disadvantage. Height, inch disadvantage. I'm hoping he could just use his durability, his youthful energy to go out there and beat Jake Matthews. Jake Matthews is quite good himself. He is very good. But Francisco Prado, lighter man skill. Does lighter man skill... we know lighter man skill translates from featherweight to lightweight, but does it translate from lightweight to featherweight? I mean, to welterweight. Fuck it, dude. I'm dying on this one, man. I like Francisco Prado. I'm going to go with him to get it done. If he doesn't, I'll be disappointed, but I could see him doing it, and I'm gonna believe in him. Rodolfo Bellato, Jimmy Crute. I'm going with Jimmy Crute. Fuck this fight. These two fights already are not main card material. These are main card on a fight night, not main card on a pay-per-view. But whatever, man. Taliesin Teixeira, Justin Tafa. Going with Justin Tafa. Taliesin Teixeira is kind of like athletic, tall, heavyweight, kind of like Austin Lane. He's from the regional scene. He's probably on the juice, honestly. But the way I think of Austin Lane, when I look at his accolades, his attributes, and Justin Tafa KO'd Austin Lane pretty easily. So I'm gonna go with Justin Tafa, but I can see him getting KO'd. Now next is Tatiana Suarez, Zhang Weili. Tatiana Suarez dominantly beats some of these women. But the thing is, she's so fucking inactive and she's so damn injury prone. I feel like Zhang Weili is slowing down. She's 35 years old. She is quite old. Oh, bruh. You're freaking a year younger. Damn, dude. Do I want to see it? I wouldn't mind seeing an upset. I like Zhang Weili, but they're basically the same height, basically the same reach. I think this is going to be a boring fight. And this is what I'm officially predicting. Tatiana Suarez is going to lay on her. Is going to take Zhang Weili to the ground and do her best. She's going to work submissions that probably she's not going to be able to get. And then she's going to be able to eventually get a decision over Zhang Weili and beat her. So that's what I'm going to pick. I'm going to pick Tatiana Suarez. Fuck it, dude. I'm picking Tatiana Suarez. With that being said, though, fuck Tatiana Suarez. I know she had cancer. That was a long, long time ago. She's had a lot of layoffs due to injuries. She pulled out of so many fights, and every time she comes back, she just gets like a higher ranked fight. That's fucking nuts. She literally pulled out of a fight. I believe it was in December against Amanda Lemos, I think. And then that was like a number one contender fight, and it's like, ugh. The UFC is just like, we promised her so many of these damn fights. Just give her the title shot already. So that way, if she loses, we can just fuck off, never see her again. If she wins, then I guess she's the champ, kind of thing. Zhang Weili is also quite inactive herself, though, I will say. So I'm going to go with Tatiana Suarez. I mean, it's women's MMA, man. Sean Strickland, Dricus du Plessis. I'm going to go with Dricus, man. I'm going with Dricus. A lot of people are saying Sean could be able to take it. I mean, the fight was close. The first one was close. But it's like the confidence of a champion. Dricus just, submitted Israel Adesanya. I know Sean Strickland beat him too. But I'd say he beat him in a more, I don't want to say dominant fashion, but I mean, he got a finish, which is great. And also, he has the confidence in the fact that he won the first fight. Although it was controversial, and when I initially watched it, I did think Sean won. I did think that. But I think the confidence of a champion / knowing that he already beat him will carry on in this one. And also, it's like, what are we predicting here? A decision or a finish? I could see Dricus getting a decision, but I can also see him getting a finish. Sean Strickland doesn't finish motherfuckers, dude. And like his last fight against Paulo Costa, it was okay. It was an okay fight. It wasn't like exciting. He didn't like beat the shit out of Paulo Costa. He made him look a little silly. He was landing his teeps and his jabs, but it wasn't an insanely like dominant fight. I think Sean Strickland is just a really set in his ways kind of fighter. He can train specifics all he wants. He's going to come out and do the same shit. I'm going to go with Dricus this time. I'm going to go with Dricus by a more dominant decision. I think if he takes him down, I don't think he's going to be able to submit him. I don't think he's going to be able to KO him. I just think it'll just be a more dominant decision. I think he'll be able to land better shots. He'll control him up against the cage. And so, yeah, I'm going with Dricus du Plessis. But, yeah, man, let me know what you guys think. Yeah, this pay-per-view really sucks, but it's okay, man. We're getting better ones in the future, in the very near future.